Welcome back, creative writers. I'm Kaufman, and I welcome you to day 320 of consecutive writing stream, episode 229 of Kaufman Writes, and you found yourself in another daily motivational writing stream. Today, we're going to be doing 2 writing sprints. Unfortunately, I'm going to be taking a break from Scarecrow, but fortunately, I'm going to be getting some progress and work done on our favorite Hermes the cattail today. So I'm going to be doing some of that. We'll chat a little bit on our break and we'll see what type of progress we can make. It's Friday and hopefully we can get some fun stuff today. But because I'm working on Hermes the cat, I've invited everyone's favorite Chat Soul. So Chat Soul, welcome, my friend.
Hey guys.
I figured why not? We're both already working on Hermes the cat. So I was like, you can come join me. I know you're working right now on the game while I'm working on the manuscript.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say I'm at a part in the I'm at a part in the game that's nothing like the manuscript because it is perfect for the game moments where you can get Hermes drunk.
Who doesn't want to get our beloved feline drunk? So that sounds like a blast. I'm going through that part of the manuscript myself, and I'm like, drinking contest or swashbuckling pirate fight. That is so fun. And I know I'm going to write the ending of the chapter right now, and I've been going with different ideas because I really want to give the hint of our of Hermes' incoming sidekick, our flying corgi. So I'm looking forward to introducing the shadow, the outline of what is it? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Is it a flying pig? I guess we're going to have to leave that chapter on a cliffhanger. So I'm looking forward to hopping into it. Bethany, is he drunk by mixing his liquor with
It is
milk?
just straight up milk.
And that is an absolutely great question. By the way, Bethany, glad to have you in the stream. Welcome back, my friend. I know you were absolutely monumental in our original Hermes the cat story. Hermes the cat lost in purgatory. So I'm glad to have you back in the stream, and also welcome Guy, Gunn, Bobby. Welcome to have you. ML, Courtney, our regulars. Glad to have all of you in here, my friends. Welcome. Like Bethany. Hi guys, long time no chat for me. I'm doing okay. Celebrated a birthday last week. Lots of health struggles in me and mom life just making it, but glad to have you back, my friend. You know, sometimes life gets crazy and we have to take a break from writing, and that is called the human condition. So totally understandable. It happens to the best of us. I always love it when we're able to circle back in and get back into our writing spirit. But happy belated birthday, my friend. Glad to have you here. I actually don't know this one. Do you know what the dog to a human?
They said that in the chat. It's supposed to be like what was
years?
it?
Yeah, Courtney's
1 human year, 7 dog years. But yeah, no, Courtney's right with that. The maturity of different breeds is questionable. I've had a husky, and oh my god, I don't think she was ever gonna not be a puppy. So she'd probably be like a toddler her entire life. But my dad had a dog growing up who was 15 when she finally passed. And I would have said she was probably more like middle-aged.
Yeah, okay, I could totally say that. I feel like if I was trying to get dog years to a human, I would probably just Google and put in, this is my dog's age. What would the human years equivalent be? I'm sure Google would probably give me a really easy answer. Yeah, and I was saying there's different sites for that. That's a really interesting question though, because I haven't had any dog. Wait, have I had any dog characters? No, and this is what's interesting with Scarecrow. I don't think there are any dogs or cats in the world. I don't think I put any dogs or cats. And I actually think it's going to be intentional. I think I'm going to do something with dogs and cats, but I mean, because it's basically almost every animal you could imagine. Yeah, I'm surprised actually, but I think I'm going to do something intentional with it. So that way, when we do get a dog or cat in it, there will be a shock and surprise of like, oh, a dog or a cat. Maybe it'll be a cat dog. Maybe that's what I'll do. Let's see. Hermes and beer pong. That'd actually be kind of funny. Hermes trying to do a beer pong thing. Let's see. Courtney, yep. So you're saying about the dog thing. Nil, welcome, my friend. Welcome, welcome. Awesome. So let's hop into our first writing sprint, and then we'll chat a little bit more on the break. Check in. Let's see. So yeah, we're gonna do a couple writing sprints. I got everything set on my end. Excellent. So we got our story for Hermes the cat. And once again, if you want to catch up, let's see, let me drop this. I don't need that right now. If you want to catch up with us and catch up on the story so far with where we're at with the God's favorite cat toy, Hermes the cat tail, you should definitely go check out the Google Doc, which lists all of the details and everything that we've got on the story so far. If you want to catch up and read along with where we're at. I highly, highly, highly encourage everyone to be involved. All right. So I think I'm already on my end. I got 25 minutes on the clock. Whether you're brainstorming, writing, or editing, that's all the same. Come join us because it's time to write now. Never. I'm going to rebrand the channel to Don't Write Now. All right. Writing sprint up. A little bit of a writing break. Wonderful. We're taking a short break. Let's see. Let's not lose. So, oh yeah, I need to fix that so I can have both of us with the small screen. Okay. So there's the timer so you guys can see that. We'll bring that back up shortly. But glad to have you guys here. So how'd that sprint treat you? Nah, you're muted. You're muted, Soul.
Sorry. So
That totally happens to me all the time. I turn my mic off for the sprint, and then I'm like, oh nope.
But no, so I got the choices done for Hermes in the drinking contest. And so people are aware with the game how it's going to work is you can make the same choice multiple times, and Hermes will get a little more drunk each time. There is
I really like that. I really like that.
There's a hidden stat that determines how he reacts, and it will change as he gets drunker until finally he's just too drunk to continue.
Yeah, I think that's going to be fun because then you see it progressively getting worse.
And there's an option to add catnip, which makes it last longer.
I absolutely love that. I think that's a really, really great strategy for the game. And then it feels like it's making the obstacle worse, but you're kind of like, it's funny. It's so clever. I'm really a fan of that.
I love those kind of choices. I'm having way too much fun with this.
Yeah, how did the writing sprint treat all you? Hopefully were you able to get a little bit of writing in yourself, or were you just playing along with our beloved Hermes the cat and his shenanigans with Parrot? I know, Bobby, I know you're saying just let me know when you want me to add it in and where I'll do it. So I think the yarn idea is super cool. So Bobby threw out a really good idea for maybe doing something with Hermes and yarn. Have we done any like pathing yet with like Hermes and like a ball of yarn?
We have not yet, but I have been considering that, and I've been trying to think of where that would go.
Yeah, like what chapter it would work. I can pull up the Word doc.
Honestly, for some reason, I keep thinking the Victorian cat would be the perfect moment for the yarn.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure why.
Yeah, so let's see. Let me pull up our plot. So with our story plot, Bobby, I would say Victorian cat is chapter number 6. So I would say Bobby, what you can do if you want, and that we've been seeing a lot of this. There's a couple ways that you could do it. You could hop into the Google Doc. You could do either option 1, hop into the Google Doc and then go to our character notes. And then under, I would say the Victorian cat, which is our chapter 6. Where is Victorian cat? Victorian cat. Chivalrous cat, where is perfect. So under a Victorian cat arc, you could then write a section here with like your yarn if you want. Or you could write your own section and then submit it through the submission form. And then we'll add it into the manuscript. Basically, we're developing the nickname for Victorian cat, but I would say just like look into the background of Victorian cat, what we have for him so far. We don't have super much. We have a little bit more on the plot for what we're planning. Victorian cat chapter 6. So we're having a little bit, we're kind of planning some things right now. Play around with it. You can always add something or write something yourself. Then we can incorporate it into the story. You can ask yourself, do you want to just write like a narrative? Like, do you just want to write like a story section of something with Hermes playing with yarn? Or if you want to write a choose your own adventure path, if you read the instruction under the choose your own adventure, this tells you how to write a choose your own adventure path. So that's the other option. So you could write a story section, or you could write a choose your own adventure pathing option. So, but I think that'd be great. We definitely want everyone to be involved, Bob. I think that'd be awesome.
Oh yeah. And it would really be fun to actually work with yarn in the game. I can think of a few things depending on where it is. I can think of a few things to work with that.
Bethany, like he could use the yarn to the extent of like the Minotaur maze. That'd be interesting, Bethany. You're taking that even to like a more like fantastical place. That could actually be a lot of fun. Like, what if in the Victorian cat, like the Victorian cat chapter, there's like a section where like he's playing with, maybe they throw out yarn to like mess with him, but then he gets trapped in like a yarn maze. That'd be interesting. I could totally see something like that.
Yeah, I could think of a way to. I could think of a way to work that into the game.
Mm-hmm. I think that'd be fun, and especially the Victorian cat is kind of like a Scrooge McDuck type character. So I think we've determined he's going to have cats that he's watching over. So you could play around. There's definitely a couple of different ways to go about that. Courtney, 535 words. Nice. Making some good progress, Courtney. That's awesome. Like ML, 225 words. Appreciate progress, ML. 225 is still awesome. I feel like some days we're able to do some really good storytelling, and then other days we're not as able to. But I think once again, it's all about the journey, my friend. So don't be too hard on yourself. You guys have seen me. I mean, so this is, like I said, today is what, day 320 of consecutive writing streams. And out of 320 days, how many days have I actually been on like a very good word flow and got an award count? Probably maybe 70%, maybe 60-70%.
At least.
Yeah, at least I'd say I probably had about 25% of the days where I just wasn't in the right vibe, or I just didn't produce as much as I wanted to. So it's all part of the journey, my friends. And I think because we always have such different varieties and styles of writers on the channel, I would say don't compare, but appreciate our own journey is always the great way to think about it. Bobby, I absolutely love that. Like, I had to punish my yarn. Yes, we actually had a brief yarn. I think Hermes fell through a cloud full of yarn in the prologue during his dream sequence. That's the
he
only.
Did, and he got tangled.
He got tangled in the yarn. It's kind of funny. Or we could make it like a dream. We could do another dream sequence where maybe Hermes gets trapped in a dream and it's like a thing full of yarn. We could make that like dream related thing. That could actually be kind of fun as well. Bethany, you're like, my wild ideas are back. Well, I absolutely love it, Bethany. You guys are going to have to make sure that you join us tomorrow, because tomorrow is the day 3 of Adventure Right Now. Let's make sure I got this banner up. So you guys are definitely going to want to make sure to join us. Tomorrow is day 3 of Adventure Right Now. As we continue to develop the God's favorite cat toy, Hermes the Cattail. So this is day 3 of our 5 weekend event, where Soul and I, we're going to be working through the next 4 chapters of the story. We're going to be wrapping up the end of Act 1 today, and then tomorrow we're starting on Act 2. We're going to be working on chapters 4, 5, 6, and 7 of the second act. I'll pull up our plot notes. So we'll be working on the next 4 chapters as Hermes encounters Kindness Kitten, the chivalrous cat, who is a little bit of our Romeo, and our Victorian Scrooge McDuck type cat, and then everyone's favorite ginger, hermit, hippie, monk cat, all of the above. So we'll be going through all of those arcs tomorrow. Definitely make sure you join us because we are having a blast. We're also going to be inviting a special guest, a tabletop gaming content creator, Boss Jellybean, is going to be joining us and providing some expert insight and some advice, because I want to say she runs like 7 or 8 campaigns for different types of D&D and tabletop campaigns through her own brand. So she's going to have some like awesome expertise. So tomorrow's going to be a really fun day. Come join us. I also did just reach out to everyone who wanted to be involved in the submission form so far. And I'm checking in with how people want to be involved, if they want to write section of the story or if they want to just show up. And then remember, whether you just want to show up and throw ideas or write the story yourself, we have different ways for everyone to be involved. So once again, these are the different credits, whether you just want to show up and throw out ideas, you want to write part of the story yourself, you want to create more of the story elements, or you want to create concept art or edit the manuscript. We have ways for everyone to be involved. So make sure to join us tomorrow at 1 p.m., 4 p.m. Eastern. Link for the Google Doc is down in the YouTube description. All right, beautiful. Bobby's like, get out of my head. Bobby, we must be thinking some good things. I'm glad we're gonna have a punishing yarn section. I'm like looking forward to it, my friend. Definitely eager to see what you come up with. Bethany, your wild ideas are back. We're glad to have you back in this community, my friend. And Gaigon, you're like, I want to write the yarn section. Yeah, you definitely should. I would say, and this is what I'm recommending, is just catch up on the plot or the manuscript and just pick a section where you feel like the yarn part would really work. Bethany, that's funny. I dunk that he goes and dreams of the yarn hoarders, and it is engaging on him, and he must escape the clapping yarn walls or turn into a crochet project. Oh my god, I could totally see that being like a dead end path of like Hermes has to like go, if he doesn't get out of the maze fast enough, he ends up being a crocheted to death. It's hilarious. Courtney's like, not me. Now worried about my knit sweater I'm wearing around the cat. That's absolutely hilarious. Well, on that note, let's hop into writing sprint number 2. So I'm hopping back into the manuscript. Let me pull back up our timer. 25 minutes. I'll throw on another writing playlist. Whether you're brainstorming, writing, or editing, that's all the same. Come join us. And let me cue up the timer. So come join us because it's time to write now. All right, writing timer done. Writing sprint done. Wonderful, wonderful. Let's drop that. And there we go. Perfect. So I know I was able to get a little bit of work done that time. Wonderful. I feel really, really good about that. And it sounds like we were having a lot of fun here in the chat. So those of you guys throwing out ideas, we definitely highly recommend come join us tomorrow, because tomorrow's the stream for our Hermes the Cattail, and that will be the focus of the entire stream. So that'll be a lot of fun. We're going to be finishing up chapter 3 today. I will be at some point, and then we'll be continuing on to chapter 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right, but I'm all caught up now with where the manuscript's at. I just need to write the ending arc. Let's see. And I know Bethany, Bobby, you guys definitely had some really good ideas. Awesome, Courtney. Sounds like you got some good sounds like you got some good words. You're like 6:57 that go around, even if Kaufman is late to his own timer. I know. My first 100 streams, I used to be really bad about finishing when the timer ended. So I really do try to be aware of that. What was the question, Sol?
Let's see. I saw this. This is what I was laughing at. I saw this, and my first thought was Mr. Mistopheles from Cats.
I think that'd be really
Magician
funny.
cat.
I think that'd be really cool. I'm actually surprised we didn't have one of them be a magician cat.
Honestly, Mr. Mistopheles would actually be perfect for Tuxedo, because the magician and a black and white cat. We could actually have Tuxedo Cats.
We could totally incorporate.
Learn magic from somewhere.
Yep. We could incorporate that into the third act when we get to Tuxedo Cats chapter.
That was what I was thinking when I saw that. And I think that would just work out perfectly, because we're going.
Yeah, I think that'd be great.
So why not
playing? We're almost going between, like, is he a magician or is it magic? And then that can be like the thing in his arc. I think the only edit we'd have to make is we'd probably have to add 1 or 2 bits of foreshadowing to his to that when he's first introduced. But I could totally see that work in Act 3. But yeah, I know I'm super excited. And then you asked a great question. Can we use curse words in the story? I was thinking of how the cat's owner cussed it out for getting tangled in it. Curse words. I guess we can actually. I mean, I was like, I'm trying to think of if we've had any. It's technically a game. I'm not opposed to it for now. I'm thinking of like the mature rating, or the rating for it right now. Yeah, I'm open to. I'm not going to worry about it now. If you want to use curse words, it's fine.
The game is teeing up. Is like teeing up, so I'm not too concerned. I've been using cuss words myself, but then again, they're also cat specific. Like I literally just wrote in troll guts.
Well, exactly. So like things like that is different as compared to using like more profuse.
I'd say it's okay. Just don't go overboard.
Agreed. So definitely. But on that note, Sol, thank you for joining me today. Appreciate it. And I'm glad to see a couple of our faces back in the community. Remy, glad to see you here today. Bethany, glad to have you back. You know, we're here every single day. So whether or not you have to take a break, I'll always be writing. We'll always be writing, and the community is only growing and going up from here. So we got so much going on. For those of you who haven't joined the channel membership yet, for our Right Now critique group, we are starting in 40 minutes. So if you want to join the critique group, down below the video, down below the live stream, click that join button, come join, and you can come hop on the private critique group with us if you want feedback on your story. So that one's going to be next, exclusive to the Right Now YouTube channel members. Hope to see some of you there. I know I'm excited for our first trial run for our critique group. Make sure, as we look towards creative writing on the morrow, we'll be back, both Chatsol and myself, for a full day. It'll probably be like a full 4-hour stream as we develop chapters 5, 6, 7, and 4, 5, 6, and 7 of the God's favorite cat toy, our Hermes the Cattail. So definitely come join us. It'll be a fun stream, and clearly a lot of you are having quite a lot of fun with our Hermes. story. Hey, what's up, Flap? Glad to have you in here. I want to hop on, but I can't join because I have no money. Understandable, my friend. Well, when you do in the future, we'll be here. So thank you all for joining. And I think that is almost all that I got for you. But if you enjoyed the stream, tap that like button. Help us show the algorithms that writing streams are cool. All right, my friends. And that brings us to the end of the stream. I'm Kaufman, and this is
Chat Soul.
And we'll catch you on the morrow. Stay creative, writers.